Side then Court Poet, followed by Zamam. It's beginning to work around the outside from quarterback. Then Majestic Mambo, and coming from the back of the field now is Lucius Tiberius, has got into the clear. They turn in. Dubai Future's gone to a narrow lead. Zaman is fighting on, followed by Zamam. Down the outside, Lucius Tiberius comes with a big strong run from Majestic Mambo. Front runner here is Dubai Future. Inside the final 200 metres, gets out by 2. Zaman is down the outside, running on hard, but Dubai Future is clear. Massive Central gets out late and charges home, but Dubai Future too good. Dubai Future just hanging out a fracture, wins from Massive Central. Then Zaman followed by Zaman. Then came Coman. Out wider was Lucius Tiberius. Just didn't quite finish the race off. They were followed by Majestic Mambo. Final song goes up to the outermost gate. Ready now. UAE 1,000 guineas, and they're off and racing away pretty well with Silent Night towards the inside. Final song bounced quickly, but not really interested in the front as Dubai Love scoots through with Down on Dubai in the early stages. Dropping to third, Silent Night. Up on the outside is Final Song, and out deep of the red cap is Silent Wave. They were followed in turn 2 lengths away then to Ascot Brass. The inside is Chasing Dreams. Then Rio Angie and Havana Red back at the rear. Final Song up on the outside. Rio Angie runs to third, followed by Dubai Love, who's about to come across heels. Going to the lead, Final Song. Down on Dubai, here's Dubai Love closing in on the outside. Final Song went to a narrow lead, but Dubai Love picks it up on the outside. Down on Dubai fights hard, but Dubai Love went straight by Final Song, and Down on Dubai and begins to streak away. Dubai Love's opening right up for a great win in the UAE 1,000 guineas. It's Dubai Love over Down on Dubai. Final Song had enough on the wire, followed by Rio Angie. Next to come in Ascot Brass. They were followed by Silent Night. A gap then to Havana Red, followed by Silent Wave and Chasing Dreams. It was a nice run first up, Dubai Love, but had a bit of ground to make up on Final Song and Down on Dubai, and also Rio Angie, but it's improved for a second time to the dirt. Took plenty of it over on the leader's back, and it looks a lovely horse. Dubai Love came here with a good resume from the UK. A Moment of Madness has drawn the outside. Not a big field. They're all set, ready to go. The Dubai Dash. They're racing now. Away fairly well was Caspian Prince. Also some speed from Neverland Rock. Wadi up on the outside. A Moment of Madness as well. Rusamat over on the inside. They were followed by Equilateral, then Abrantes, and Prodigal Son missed the start. It's back at the rear. Caspian Prince shows the way over Neverland Rock as they come down towards the final 600 metres. Out in the middle, Wadi. Rusamat over on the far side. Out here nearer the stand is A Moment of Madness. Equilateral travelling very strongly, followed by Prodigal Son and Abrantes. They've got 450 metres to go spread across the track, and Caspian Prince joined by Wadi. Equilateral jogging seemingly. It's not let off the leash yet as they go to the final 250. Caspian Prince over Wadi. Equilateral on the outside, coming up to them very quickly. Over on the inside, Rusamat, but Equilateral is going to donkey lick them. It's raced the front here, and that was a very, very soft win. Equilateral punched out in the end, but way too good. Wins by 2.5. Second in Wadi, close for third, Caspian Prince or Rusamat, then Prodigal Son, followed by Neverland Rock, Abrantes, and A Moment of Madness. Well, that might send some shivers down the spine of people with sprinters here in the UAE for the Carnival. Just about ready to go now. Almost set for a start. Gates are back and they're racing off the inside. First view began well. Bull of Wall Street up alongside it in the early part. Lost in time coming across. Also Laser Show and Princess Bride all keen on getting some of the action in the early stages of the race. Out wider is Divine Trinity. They were followed then by Timo Nermos. Then came Midnight Oil. Outside of it is Chinese Emperor. Over on the inside, Touche Calaras. Up on the outside is Zarbadas. Then came Falcon Claws. Getting back in the field was Dark of Night, and it's over on the inside. Then came Grey Flash, and last of all as they go into the back is Emirates Currency. 25.38 is the lead section as they raced into the back and lost in time, worked across and went to the lead. Over first view in second. Up on the outside third is Laser Show, but exposed. Bull of Wall Street enjoys a lovely run over on the inside, followed by Princess Bride. They were followed then by next of all Falcon Claws. Dark of Night trying to pick its way through the field as they turn in, and this has gone. Laser Show, 400 metres to go. It's out by by 7 lengths as they sweep for home. Zarbadas ran into second. Now Dark of Night and Emirates Currency are down the outside. The leader is Laser Show as they go to the 220. Dark of Night, Emirates Currency begin to charge down the outside. Front runner Laser Show still with a massive lead. Dark of Night trying to pick it up on the outside, but Laser Show still by 5 lengths inside the 100, and Laser Show is going to win and win well. Laser Show by 5 lengths. Dark of Night runs into second. Third Zabardust. Emirates Currency dropped off. They were followed next across by Grey Flash, who finished on. Next in Falcon Claws. Then came Timo Nurmos, who ran on quite well. Buller Wall Street was next across from First View. Princess Bride. Well back was Midnight Oil. Next in Lost in Time, dropping back with Tush Kalaras. Then came Chinese Emperor, and Divine Trinity was one of the last to come in. Old Society coming along. First run of the second run of the year, I should say. First run of Meydan. They're ready and they're racing. Gates open here, and Poet Society has sprung away and led them easily as they went the first 100 metres, but joined on the inside now by Mubtassim. Mubtassim's going to lead over Poet Society. Over on the inside, Mythical Magic. Blitzkrieg up on the outer. A length and a half then to Glorious Journey. They were followed by Royal Meeting, and back of the tail is Inverleigh as they're about to come off the back straight and turn down the side of Meydan. Front runner here is Mubtassim and is bolted away, led by 4 lengths over Mythical Magic. Up on the outside, Poet Society. Blitzkrieg is 1 out, 1 back, joined by Glorious Journey over on the inside. Next is Royal Meeting, and then came Inverleigh. They went 24.19 for the first 400 metres, so they burn along, and Mubtassim shows the way as they come down to the final 6. Shows the way over Mythical Magic, travelling very strongly in second. Poet Society was next, followed by up on the outside Blitzkrieg. Then came Glorious Journey, just needing a little bit of room. Behind it is Royal Meeting, then Inverleigh. Into the straight they come, and Mubtassim is the leader. Blitzkrieg out in the middle. Now Glorious Journey got the run through. Mythical Magic over on the inside. Mubtassim fights hard. Mythical Magic over on the inside, coming at it. Glorious Journey on the outer. Mubtassim joined by Glorious Journey. Up on the outside, Mythical Magic, but Glorious Journey went to the front. Mythical Magic got through on the inside of Mubtassim, but Glorious Journey's going to come away. Doyle and Appleby making a trifecta of wins in the Alpha Heady Foot. It is Glorious Journey winning. Second, Mythical Magic, then Mubtassim, followed by Blitzkrieg, then Royal Meeting, Inverleigh, and back in the field was Poet Society. Good win there. That was a good race. Glorious Journey just needing a little bit of room. It wasn't a big field, but it was just a little bit snookered as they turned in. But once it got into the clear, really powered through, and super effort from Glorious Journey to win. Mythical Magic got the run of the race and has run very well into second. And Mubtassim fought very hard in third. And Master Blast fully loaded on the outside. They're ready. Happy with the lineup now, sends them away. Parsimony off the inside began well. Hunted out of the gates is Big Kitten to come across. Dubai Icon began a lot better tonight, is firing up there, as well as Ryan in the firing line in the early part of the race. Master Blaster trapped out wide, then Grandon Jetier, followed by Edorat getting up on the inside. Next of all is, as they leave the straight, Ediger. Around the outside of it is Great King. Next of all, then above Normal, Festival of Ages, who led last time, has gone back in the field. Franz Kafka also led last time, has gone back in the field. Then came George Villiers, a gap off to Triton True, and Montserrat was at the rear as they work up the side. 24.89 was the lead, and the front runner is Parsimony from the USA, out by a neck over Big Kit on the outside. Next is Dubai Icon, has got off the fence, races in the clear, just ahead of Edorat over on the fence. Next is Orion, the white cap, then Grandon Jetier, out wide a Great King for South Korea. Over on the inside is Ediger. They were followed by Master Blaster, who's got across towards the inside. Then came Franz Kafka, just being niggled forward, now ahead of George Villiers. Above Normal, well back is Festival of Ages, followed by Montserrat, and back at the tail is Triton True. Down the side they begin to turn now, and Parsimony is the leader, does it well over Big Kitten. Next of all, Dubai Icon now chased up to make its move. Around the outside, Great King's running a nice race. Just inside of it's Orion. They were followed by Ediger at the top of the straight. Then came George Villiers, Grandon Jetier, and Master Blaster over on the inside, but Parsimony still the one to get as they turn in. Up on the outside, Big Kitten's been wearing it like a glove. Up on the outside, Great Kings to run on hard, followed by Dubai Icon, and George Villiers is down the outside. Great King up on the outside, goes alongside of Parsimony. Here's George Villiers joining in quickly, and Montserrat's coming from the back of the pack. George Villiers went to the front. Over on the outside, Montserrat comes hard. They were followed by Great King, but it is George Villiers clear over Montserrat, getting to second, and George Villiers off a quick backup's going to be too good. George Villiers takes it out. Second, Montserrat. Great King a huge run in third, followed by Parsimony. Then came Above Normal. Then came next of all is Ediger. They were followed by Master Blaster running well. Behind them as they've gone across the line, Dubai Icon. Well back then was Zorion, then Big Kitten, Grandon Jettier, Friends Kafka. Never really got into the hunt from Festival of Ages. Then came Tried and True, and the last across is Ederat. Good performance there by the winner, George Villiers, who's been able to prevail here.